the mountains of Appalachia, there's a town that was once thriving. It was said that Portal 31 was the Cadillac of the coal mining industry, producing 4,000 tons of coal every day. But as demand for coal faded and the industry collapsed, so did the town. Today, the mine sits silent, a relic of a lost era, yet the people who remain refuse to let its story be forgotten. Join us as we uncover Kentucky's lost history.
Bro, this whole place is still loaded. Everything is full. Bro, we're in a town. I saw why this closed. This closed because, like I said, like multiple thousands of people left this, and they didn't have enough workers or anything. It's been sitting like this since 2022. This is cool. Hey, right here.
What's that for?
This is where they keep like the actual supplement. You see, it's the same thing as that, but.
Oh yeah.
Supportive promethazine.
Little Wayne came and took
Like,
all
yeah,
that.
like, I'll put this on while I shoot. Walk around again.
Just woke up in an abandoned theater somewhere on the border of Kentucky and Tennessee. Obviously this whole thing's completely gutted, but the lobby is actually very cool. This is the old lobby. This popcorn machine has to be from forever ago. It is very odd though that they took out the entire theater but then left most of the details in the lobby. Original wallpaper. It's definitely kind of weird that they took the whole theater out but then left the projectors too. Something I saw earlier is one of the original reels. Very interesting. And then the only remnants of the actual theater they have, these old seats that have now been reclaimed by pigeons.
Troubadour.
I used to live in Lynch.
You used to live in Lynch? What year and what caused the downfall of these southern Kentucky areas?
Well, I think the war on coal was the biggest thing.
Oh,
that was the one thing that literally shut it down. You had back in the post World War II, during World War II, you had the great migration of everybody going up north, working the vehicles and manufacturing industry and stuff like that. People were going up there for the jobs. Growing up, when I was here, I knew everybody I knew coal mine. I mean, there literally was just not enough.
What year was that?
This was 70s, 80s. Anybody with 10 fingers, you know. I've got access to the Black Star coal mine. I'm on the list to get up there to hunt.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. There's been programs like you do have some like salmon farms and fish farms and things like that they've tried to bring in different industries like that. Manufacturing wise, very little.
far this goes, actually. We'll have to see. This is just a coal chute. There's actually another mine if this is just the coal chute.
This small and forgotten coal mining site was an eerie reminder of the industry that used to be. 4 million tons of coal was produced every year to support the efforts of World War I and II. Next, we went to Lynch, Kentucky to see the pinnacle of the coal mining industry.
Beautiful school though. Just want to look at this first. It's very, very decayed. It's so old, bro. Yeah, I know. Collapsed right there. Ah, here we go. So old, bro.
In the mid-1950s, U.S. Steel began selling many of its company-owned houses to residents as it prepared to scale back coal production in the area. By 1962, the once thriving company town of Lynch was being dismantled. Coal mining jobs declined and the consolidation of county schools in 1981 led to the closure of Lynch's schools. At the same time, a broader shift was happening in Harlan County. Young people under 35 were leaving, and most never returned.
We're from Clarksville, Tennessee, close
Clarksville.
to Fort Campbell,
Okay.
and close to Nashville.
Okay, yeah,
But we have moved here doing a ministry. We do backpack food for the 7 elementary schools and the high school.
Yeah,
they were doing tours then.
Yeah,
They were?
doing tours. They redone it.
Yeah, it's been renovated.
I've never been back in it. She has.
He doesn't like going underground.
I don't feel that much like a woman.
Notice this. So at the end of the school year, they'll bring groups of those kids
Right.
to go.
This was the most productive coal mine in the United States, all over the world.
Oh, for the whole world.
And because in a 9-hour shift, 256 carloads, railroad cars, would load out of this big thing right there.
Yeah, the coal conveyor belt. Yeah.
It was. They could load because you can walk around back there and see the tracks. They can load 3 cars at a time.
Is there-
When it first started?
1919, man.
Yeah. Before they put this, let me say this. He's a preacher here, right here in Lynch. Here's something he told me, and it was just amazing. When they first started to get the coal out, they had to take mules. Mules won't walk into the darkness. I didn't know that. He said a mule won't walk into darkness.
They backed them out.
They backed
them
that
in.
mule down in that mine.
Like literally like this, so he could see light the whole time.
I think that's
hooked to
something.
the carts and
Oh,
pulled
that's-
them out. And I thought, are you kidding? He said no. But that was back in before this belt went in.
Before they had all the
had
industry stuff, they just.
They had to shovel it onto them.
Was there a heavy death count in that mine?
Well,
Oh,
you'll
did
go
you
right
see
down
all
underneath
the-
that Portal 31 sign and look to the right.
That's all people that pass away in there.
You can read some stuff right there, and
What?
it'll tell
You
you
said 256
railroad
Railroad cars.
per.
Per 9 hours.
every 9 hours.
Give that some thought. That's a lot.
It was the most. They said it was the most productive coal mine in the United States. Well, there was 11,000 people lived here back from 1919 to 1959 when it
Okay.
was the most productive going.
Right.
And like she's talking
1919 is
about,
crazy.
there was houses back up on these.
All up in there.
Yeah, up in these mountains.
All up in there. That's something else you need to know. See the 2 doors?
Yeah.
Hey, the one on the right is where the white people went in. But they said that when they're underground, they're brothers.
Yeah.
The moment they come out,
They-
it's known as Bloody
Separate.
Harlan. You know that. It's
but-
called Bloody
Bloody
Harlan.
Harlan.
Because, honey, those men drank.
Well, but
And fought.
each one of these cities, Lynch, Benham, and Cumberland, they was all where today, in other words, the kids go to school together.
That was
Right.
something.
Back then, that's why they had schools here. That was the Lynch schools, K through, in other words, 1st through 12. See what I'm saying? Benham had their own schools. Cumberland had their own schools.
Huh, they were
was
rivals.
They was rivals.
When we say
when they
rivals,
Like kill each other, damn
Yeah,
near.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you hate to say it, but
Right.
it's true like that.
But-
Right.
We just learned that. That was the way all these towns around here were. They
No.
wasn't together. They was, in other words, individuals. And they played ball games just like baseball
It
or
was
basketball
all
or
okay.
anything.
The park that's over this way by the post office. See a sign that tells all the men that play ball.
Okay.
Honey, even to this day,
Yeah.
in this railroad, they have a room
Okay.
that has their football people, you know, everything that has to, and 100 to this day, it's,
Sick, very cool.
they keep it looking
Pristine,
good.
okay.
Yeah.
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 Lynch was built on coal, but time has stripped it down to its bones. The mine that once fueled an empire now sits quiet, reclaimed by Earth. The people who remain resilient, holding on to history, know that the world has moved on. As we walk through these abandoned sites, we're reminded that places like Lynch aren't just stories in history books. They're living echoes of an era that shaped America, even as the world left them behind. Some towns survive by adapting, others fade, leaving only memories in the dust. Lynch's story isn't over, but what comes next is uncertain.